Hello everyone, welcome back to this physics video. In today's video, we are going to learn it is of about drift velocity. Okay, so student, as we are known over here that this conductor at room temperature, if we are going to keep, so there are the free electrons are present in it, but still no current flows in it. So the reason what was there, that these electrons were not having any definite direction, so every time they were colliding, and due to a collision they were changing their direction of motion. And due to of this random motion, that they do not have any uh, that definite direction, so therefore there is no current. Okay, so even though that if we are going to say, student, at room temperature, these electrons are going to move with a very high velocity, and these velocities are of nearly 10 to power 5 meter per second. This much that high velocity with which they are going to move at room temperature due to of that heat. Okay, but still even after of this, that there is no flow of current. Why there is so? Because they do not have any definite direction. Okay, that in one collision, that here the electron started, here it does its collision, so thereafter it changes its direction. There it meets to another collision, and it once again changes its direction. Another it meets the collision, and here it changes its direction. Okay, so therefore it is having the random motion. Okay, so thus I'm supposing over here that in this conductor there are the n electron. What I'm going to say, that there are n electron in this conductor, and u1 u2 so on, that un, these are the random thermal velocity with which they are going to move in that uh, room temperature. Okay, so the student, over here we are getting that this is at room temperature, they do not have any definite direction of motion, so therefore their average velocity at room temperature is going to be 0. Okay, so average velocity of all these n particle is going to be 0. Okay, so uh, why it goes to be 0, already said to you, because of their random motion. Okay, now student, if we do one thing, now across the ends of this conductor, if we are going to maintain potential difference. Okay, so for this maintaining of a potential difference, I have just connected this left terminal with the positive terminal of the battery, and that right of this conductor, it is with the negative terminal of the battery. So thus what it does, it supplied that it maintain the potential difference between the two ends of this conductor. And when there is the potential difference, so what happened, there is electric field, it gets set up. Okay, so this side it becomes positively charged, so high potential, here it is negatively charged, so low potential, and there is electric field which gets set across this conductor. So due to of this, that electron will start to attract toward the opposite direction of this electric field. Okay, so thus now this electron will do this motion in definite direction. So over here, that we can say this electric field, what it is going to do, it is going to exert the force on this electron. Okay, and then we can have over here, student, how much is that force which is exerted on this electron. So over here, force on electron due to electric field, which is set up over there. So this is going to be that of it is QE. Okay, what is that force? It is QE. What there it is, which type of charge? These are electron. Okay, so thus I'm having here, it is minus of how much is the charge on electron, it is E. Okay, this is that force which is experienced by that each free electron. Okay, this is that force. Now as we are known from Newton's law, so what is said by Newton's second law? So Newton's second law says that whenever force is exerted on any body having mass, so it will get accelerated. Okay, thus we are getting, student, there this force is going to be exerted by the electric field on each electron. So therefore they will have this acceleration. Now how much is the acceleration? So therefore we can find it out that this acceleration, it is that of how much force they are going to experience, and it is that how much is their mass. So these are electrons, so we have to take this is the mass of electron, and this force which is exerted, it is E upon that of m. Okay, so this is that acceleration which is each electron is having. Okay, now over here we must remember this thing that student, as there is, this is the electron. Okay, now initially how much was its speed? So one electron I am going to suppose, so initially it was moving with this u1 velocity. Okay, now when electric field we set it over there. Okay, so it is the matter which is inside of the conductor I'm going to suppose. Okay, I have just considered over here, this is that a single electron, and it was having initially this velocity u1. Now when it experienced the force from this electric field, so it start to move in against of the electric field. What when it start to move against of this electric field? Okay, so there is the acceleration in it. Okay, but this acceleration is not for a long time. Okay, this acceleration is only for a short time, and for this short time it what it does, it collide thereafter with the another electron, and it will change its direction. Okay, so therefore it will change, but what is happening over there, all electron are having their definite direction when there is electric field. But due to of this electric field, the acceleration which is acquired by them, it is for a short time, and they are going to lose it in that acceleration they are going to lose in this collision. Okay, so now let us look over here, student. Then how much is the final velocity if they are going to accelerate? Then how much is their final velocity? So for this purpose we have to consider one thing over here, that let and that tau 1 and tau 2 comma tau n be the time for which electron moves without collision. ओके, तो व्हाट वी हैव कंसिडर्ड ओवर हेयर कि ये टो वन मतलब फर्स्ट पार्टिकल इस टाइम के लिए जो है वो फ्रीली मूव करता है, सेकंड पार्टिकल टो टू इस टाइम के लिए फ्रीली मूव करता है, और nth पार्टिकल जो है टो एन इस टाइम के लिए फ्रीली मूव करता है. ठीक है, सो दैट विद विदाउट कोलिजन विद एक्सेलरेशन, तो जो एक्सेलरेशन उसमें डेवलप हुई थी with acceleration, so this acceleration is given over there that minus of e/m. ठीक है, इस acceleration के साथ वो सारे के सारे जो है वो इस टाइम के अंदर क्या कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पर मूव करते हैं. ओके, सो देयरफॉर हाउ मच इज द फाइनल वेलोसिटी? तो इसलिए फाइनल वेलोसिटी स्टूडेंट हमारे पास क्या होगी, तो जो फर्स्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन है उसकी फाइनल वेलोसिटी क्या होगी, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी कितनी थी उसकी इनिशियल वेलोसिटी थी u1. ठीक है, देर आफ्टर उसमें क्या हो गया, एक्सेलरेशन उसने की, और वो कितनी देर के लिए उस एक्सेलरेशन के साथ चलता है, टो वन टाइम के लिए चलता है. ठीक है, सो दैट्स वी आर हैविंग इट इज दैट ऑफ दिस इज द फाइनल वेलोसिटी ऑफ फर्स्ट पार्टिकल. सिमिलरली अगर सेकंड पार्टिकल की फाइनल वेलोसिटी क्या बनी, तो इनिशियली वो u2 वेलोसिटी से चल रहा था, और उसके बाद वो एक्सेलरेशन a से टो टू टाइम, मतलब इस टाइम के लिए वो फ्रीली जो था वो मूव करता था विदाउट कोलिजन. ठीक है, क्योंकि जैसे ही वो कोलिजन करेगा उसकी एक्सेलरेशन ख़त्म हो जाती थी. ठीक है, तो इसलिए हमारे पास एक्सेलरेशन उसकी तभी तक है जब तक वो विदाउट कोलिजन है. ठीक है, तो वैसे ही स्टूडेंट अगर हम बात करें कि जो nth पार्टिकल था हमारे पास, nth इलेक्ट्रॉन था, तो उसकी जो हमारे पास इनिशियल वेलोसिटी थी वो un थी, और वो भी क्या कर रहा है, एक्सेलरेशन से चल रहा है, और उसने भी कितने टाइम के लिए वो मूव कर रहा है, टो n टाइम के लिए. ठीक है, सो दैट्स over here that how much is the average velocity. Therefore we are going to find out that therefore average velocity. ठीक है, तो इसलिए हमने फाइंड आउट किया यहाँ पे एवरेज वेलोसिटी। तो एवरेज वेलोसिटी स्टूडेंट हमारे पास क्या बनेगी यहाँ पे? सो दिस इज दैट v1 प्लस v2 दैट प्लस सो ऑन vn अपॉन में n। ओके, सो दस वी गेट दिस इज दैट एवरेज वेलोसिटी। ठीक है, नाउ पुट ऑल दिस वैल्यू ओवर हेयर। सो v1 क्या हो गया? u1 प्लस a to 1, while this v2 it is u2 plus a tau 2, and this is so on. Nth is there un plus a tau n. Okay, so this is that nth velocity upon में that average we are taking, so we are having n particle, n electron. Thus over here student, this is that if you are going to look, u1 is there, u2 is there, un is there. Okay, so separate the denominator for it, u1 u2 plus that this un. Okay, and denominator we separated for this one. Thereafter plus a is common in every term over here, so we are getting plus a is common in every term, and inside it is tau 1 plus tau 2 plus so on tau n upon में this is that n. Okay, so what we did over there, we separated the denominator. Now as we are known student, what is this? It is average initial velocity. It was average initial velocity plus of a. Now what is this? It is that sum of all the time upon में that total time which we are going to add. Okay, total number that we are taking over there in the divide. So it is what? It is average time. So I am taking this one as tau. Okay, so what is tau over here? It is said to be average time. ठीक है, एवरेज टाइम, और इधर इट इज सेड टू बी रिलैक्सेशन टाइम. इंपॉर्टेंट टू नोट दिस वन, रिलैक्सेशन टाइम. ठीक है, क्योंकि हमने टो वन क्या लिया था, ये वो टाइम था जिसमें वो फ्रीली विदाउट एनी कोलिजन मूव कर रहे थे, तो इसलिए वो क्या थे? रिलैक्स थे. ठीक है, सो विदाउट कोलिजन दे वर मूविंग, और जैसे ही वो कोलिजन करेंगे तो उनका जो रिलैक्सेशन था, उनकी जो एक्सेलरेशन थी वो खत्म हो जाती थी. ओके, सो देयरफॉर दिस इज ओवर देयर कि एवरेज जो हमारे पास टाइम है यहाँ पर, वो हमने टो लिया और इसको क्या बोला हमने? रिलैक्सेशन टाइम. ठीक है, so this is our final average velocity. Okay, now student, here if I will put the value of initial average velocity क्या थी? 0. और जो हमारे पास एक्सेलरेशन कितनी हुई थी एक इलेक्ट्रॉन के अंदर, तो वो हमने ऑलरेडी यहाँ पर माइनस ऑफ ई अपॉन में m है. ओके, सो दैट वी आर गोइंग टू पुट इन दिस रिलेशन. thus I will have therefore this average velocity is equal to 0 minus of a tau. Okay, and we can also make it as average velocity is equal to minus of that it is minus, sorry, it is plus was there. Now if I will put the value of this a, it is minus of EEYM. This is the value over here. Put the value and we get it is minus of EEM tau. Okay, this is what? This is average velocity, and this average velocity it is said to be drift velocity. It is drift velocity. Okay, so this is the drift velocity. Negative sign is indicating it is of electron. Okay, so drift velocity of electron we have taken. So what is Vd? So this is said to be drift velocity. And what is the E over here? It is the charge on an electron. Okay, and the next is there, this is E. It is that electric field which is supplied between the ends of the conductor. M, it is the mass of electron, and tau, it is what? Relaxation time. Okay, so thus we get that it is drift velocity is equal to minus of EE tau by m. Now here I am going to define the drift velocity as well as relaxation time. So first the thing is over there, what is this relaxation time? So we can say that the time between two successive collision, between two successive that collision. So we are going to call this is as that of relaxation time, the time between two successive collision for which electron moves freely. Okay, so this is said to be relaxation time. Okay, and if we have to take the value, how much is the value of this relaxation time? So average value is of 10 ki power minus of 14 second. This is the average value of relaxation time. Okay, so now let us to come on this one, drift velocity. What is drift velocity? So you will find that what is this? It is the average velocity. Okay, so with which those electron will move against the electric field. Okay, so what is this one? It is important to note average, it is required to write over there. Don't write it is simple velocity, it is the average, because we are going to add over there the velocities of all the electron. Okay, so therefore it is average velocity with which electron gets moved against of external applied field. Applied electric field. Okay, so this average velocity it is said to be that drift velocity. And here we have written it is in the vector form, student, and if in scalar form then you will use this one as E to ym. This is in the scalar form. Okay, so thus we come to know over there that whenever we are going to apply the electric field in the conductor, then these electrons are going to move with this average velocity, which is known as that drift velocity. And these electron, it is not over there that one electron is start from one part and it goes to the other part. No, this is not there. It acquires this acceleration only for small time, and thereafter it will collide and it will once again lose its acceleration. Okay, so thus we said over there that the time for which it moves freely without any collision, so that was the relaxation time. So this is from today's video. Stay tuned, keep on watching. Thank you.